Again, I'm here with a new video for you all, and this video is based on the waste management. Okay, and method of waste management we can say that is composting. So here in this video, I will discuss about the composting method of composting and the different types of it. Okay, which are actually being practiced in our country. Now, first of all, composting. What is the meaning of composting? Composting is basically, and you can say, aerobic method of decomposing the solid wastes. That means in the presence of air, in the presence of oxygen, when the decomposing of the solid wastes is done, that is called composting, and the product what is formed out of it, that is called compost. Now, what is it actually? This is a method which we can easily follow at our homes also. When we get a lot of waste from our kitchens and all, from especially the household, right, is a big source of this type of waste, the organic waste. Okay, the peels of vegetables and fruits and all, and the food items and all. So these things form the total, you can say, organic waste. Now this waste we can separate with the help of segregation. Okay children, if you remember, we have discussed in the earlier video about one of the methods of segregation. Segregation means separation of the waste of different types in different category. What is the purpose behind it? The main purpose behind it is that whatever waste is belonging to the biodegradable category, that waste can easily be converted into the organic manure, and this is the best method of it. So in this way we are reducing the total waste, and on the other side we are providing a fully, you can say, no side effect or no chemicals are being used in it, right? Totally it's organic, and it is actually it helps a lot in further increasing the fertility of the soil also. So this is called composting. Now composting, especially the organic waste, suppose whatever we get from the households, from the agricultural fields also many times we get, right? These are made to undergo decomposition, right? And in such a way it is done that bacteria and other microorganisms break them down and produce a safe, clean and soil like material. And this material which is formed out of it, this is only called as compost, and the formation of this is called composting. The process of formation of compost is called composting. In India, basically, both the manual as well as mechanical methods of composting are used. Manual means maximum work of it is done by hand, right? Manually it is done. And mechanical means where the maximum work is done by the machines. Now, what are the various methods of preparation of compost? Number one is indoor method. Right? Number 2, Bengaluru. Number 3 is Nadep. And number 4 is Coimbatore method. Out of all these 4 methods, the 2, indoor method and Bengaluru method, are the most commonly used methods in India. Now, when we talk about the indoor method, just now in the earlier part I said the manual as well as mechanical, both methods are being used in our country in different places. Now, at different places when we see, the most commonly used method is actually indoor method, because it is totally done manually, and it can be done at a you can say on small area also. We can select suppose a small area we have selected, and even in kitchen gardens also we can do, right? In our kitchen gardens we can select a small area for that, and we can just practice the same thing there. Okay, so that is done totally in a manual way. By hand we do it. So that is all coming under this category, only the indoor method, especially in the rural areas, right? Where the machineries are not much in use. So in the rural areas, the layers of vegetable waste and night soils are alternated in a shallow hole dug in a ground for this purpose. And the mixture is turned, Okay, shuffling is done always, and for about 3 months without turning for the process to take effect. Many times it is turned, and after that it is left for some time without disturbing it. This method of composting is called as indoor method. This is called indoor method, or it is also called as manual method. Now, the other method which is commonly used in India is Bengaluru method. Bengaluru method, or it is also many, you can say in several places it is called very well known by the name. It is known by the name mechanical process also. In the mechanical process, what is done now, because it was basically started in Bengaluru, so it has got the name after that. So in mechanical process used in Bengaluru, and it was adopted by other cities also in the country when its success was seen, and its positive sides were actually seen, then it was considered as a better method, and it was then being followed in the different cities of our country. The waste material is placed actually in layers about 1 meter deep, okay, in this method. Now, this material is not turned at all, but it is left there only. It gets decomposed completely in 5 months. Suppose once all the waste material has been dumped in that the pit which is made for this purpose, okay, and in that it is covered with a thin layer of soil and all. Now this is left there untouched. Suppose we have just forgot that anything is there. Now after 5 months or so, when we again check it and we dig it out, we find it has got changed into compost. Okay, compost, that is organic manure or fertilizer, you can say, not the chemical, but it is fully organic. Now this method of composting is known as Bengaluru method. Now let's talk about the advantages of composting. What are the main advantages of this method of management of the waste under the entire the different methods of managing the waste? This is one of the best methods, especially for biodegradable waste, because it is totally environment friendly. It is helping us to sort out the problem of the accumulation of waste. On the other side, it is helping us to keep our environment clean, because once the waste is dumped outside, it causes a lot of pollution of different types: air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, all the different types. But if this waste has been consumed to get converted into compost, so we are helping to keep our environment clean, right? Overall, the soil, air, water, all these different parts of our environment are kept clean in this way. And moreover, we are actually utilizing the waste for it. It's one of the cheapest ways of sorting out, or you can say managing the waste. It is the cheapest one, and for the farmers, for the poor farmers especially who are there in the villages, they are actually not in a condition to get the fertilizers which are at very high cost. Okay, so instead of getting those chemical fertilizers from the market, they can easily get it done in this manner, and this is definitely going to increase the productivity of the soil. In whichever area we use this, it is going to improve the fertility of the soil. So this is actually you can say these all are very strong advantages of composting. Now let's see a few points have been actually taken here as the major benefits of composting. Number one, it enhances the soil nutrients. Soil nutrients and water retention capacity of the soil also is increased. Then number two, it suppresses the plant diseases, because it is a natural way, right, in which the soil is getting its nutrients, and in this manner there is no side effect from any of the chemicals which are generally used in the form of any fertilizer, or it can be in the form of any other suppose insecticide, pesticides and all very strong chemicals are used in that way. So it on one side, okay, it solves the problem of, suppose we are using any insecticide. So we are actually sorting out the problem of the insect. Okay, but on the other side of what about those chemicals which are used there? These chemicals actually add in the soil and over the plant also, and these cause a lot of harm ultimately. They get a part of the soil, and ultimately in the food chain they continue, and a big problem of biomagnification is being faced by that. So this is one of the methods. Composting is one of the methods by which we are sorting out the problem of biomagnification also. So several diseases which develop in the plants, these are also suppressed to a great extent by using the compost. Then it rejuvenates the poor soils by adding humus. Now, what is humus? You all know it. Humus is the organic matter which is present in the soil, and humus is actually the natural fertility of the soil. Okay, so here what we are providing, we are not providing it artificially. We are not providing by using any chemical fertilizers or any other thing. It is natural humus, okay, which is being added in the soil. So it rejuvenates the poor soil, or you can say the fertility of the soil gets increased, gets better by using this humus in that. Further, you can say it absorbs several others. You can say there are several. Suppose the waste is dumped outside. Okay, any the peels and all of the vegetables and the fruits and all these things are dumped outside. So ultimately, for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, it is kept there. After that, it will you can say foul smell will come out of it. Okay, and it will cause harm to the surrounding environment. So all that is also controlled with the help of composting. So we can say it absorbs various other and degrades the volatile organic compounds also. Then it prevents pollution by preventing pollutants in storm water runoff from draining into water resources. And next is it checks soil erosion also and silting on the embankments. Then it reduces the cost, as there is no need for excess water fertilizers or pesticides and all to be used in the farms. So it is reducing the cost also. Cost of production is reduced in this manner. So all these things are the advantages of composting. And that is why composting is being encouraged more and more. This is a part of organic farming which has been introduced recently. It is in more practice in different parts of the world, not only in India, in the entire world. So that's all with this video, children. I hope you will get full benefit of this video, and don't forget to share the link of this video with your friends, and also do subscribe the channel. So we are going to meet again in the next video. Till then, bye.